There you go. As you can see, we're moving forward on getting the red parts over here on the cart. It's July 14. Just gonna make this, and I've shot some videos that I didn't put up. The more I looked at them, the more they weren't exactly right. I didn't say everything I wanted to say, or I said too much and they took too long. And then by the time I decided to do something with them, because I give out the dates on these videos, they were already dated. So I'm like, okay, we'll just delete those and move on. So I back painted all the red parts flat black. I'm telling you, man, it just is going to add to the finished, absolute dead finished look of this thing when it's all done. You have to see what we got going on. I'm putting the Zeus springs on. I drilled and popped all the holes and everything for that before we sent it out to paint. And we're just going to go ahead and put those springs on here and the two there, and then we're going to go ahead and put the pods on. I just wanted to show you how finished this really looks, being red with the flat black. Really sets it off, man. And although you're not going to see a whole bunch of this when the cart is on the ground, you will be able to see up into the back of here a little bit, you know, on either side. You'll be able to see up into here just a little bit. And I'm telling you, what you will be able to see, people are going to notice. They won't be able to see any of this because this thing will be on. But if you're just looking at it, I know the light in here is kind of bad, with the light coming in through the door. Come over to this side. It just finishes this thing off, man, and really gives it that high-end look. I'm sorry, it does. I back paint all of my work because it just gives it that finished extra touch that you would expect from something you're paying this kind of money for. I told John a couple of weeks ago when he wanted to see it, you know, he wanted to see the red, he wanted to see everything. I told him no, he's going to have to wait. I told him to Google the Ferrari 333 SP. In my mind, hands down, the baddest production car type company race car ever made. Sounds killer, looks killer, won a bunch of big races, open cockpit Can-Am type car. And I told him that's what this thing's going to look like. It's going to be red with some flat black, like that Ferrari. You look at that thing online, and there might be a little Ferrari symbol on the front, a little yellow thing with the prancing horse, but there isn't stickers all over it or stripes or anything. It's just the plain red car with some flat black on the back, and that's what we're going to emulate here. And this back painting of this flat black stuff is just going to accentuate the red even more. So super excited about getting this thing put together. Today's the 14th, it's Friday. We should, knock wood, again, should be done with this thing this weekend. Here's the little pin plates I've been talking about. They're very small. They're going to go through the back side of this lip, right? So we've got to be very careful about drilling the hole. That's why we're putting the pods on. We're going to get the fairing in place and Zeus down, and then we'll take the front wheels off and reach up in there and scratch or scribe, transferring the hole here into the front side of the lip on the fairing. And again, it's just a like a hood pin on a race car. It's just extra peace of mind to make sure this thing won't blow up and take off at speed. You know, it doesn't need to have any I mean, the pin's just going to go through. There's not going to be any hairpin clips on it or nothing. It's going to be underneath. So fitting up the what I call the conveyor now for the back of the radiator, that and the wing end plates are all we've got left to do. Really not a heck of a lot left. We got this little list here. We're back painting some stuff. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, we really don't have anything else going on. So As you see here, the wing element here is red. What we're going to do is these are the end plates, the permanent end plates. Got just a little touching up to do between the sandwiching. We've got some little voids we got to fill in. We just put some filler on our finger and just rub it in there just to make sure. And then we got the self-etching stuff to hit it up before. Now these are going to be flat black, along with the same color as the inside of the bodywork. They're going to be sprayed flat black though, and so that's what we're going to have on here. You saw, I think, in the other video, maybe you saw these. I made these are just single pieces, right? You can see through, and we're going to be able to transfer these mounting holes through much easier, right? You can literally see right through it, folks. Right? You follow? You smell what I'm cooking? You follow? So we'll get good solid holes and slots in these two, what I'm calling fiberglass templates, and then we'll be able to transfer the right to the right, the left to the left, drill and slot all that stuff, and of course get that ready so we can hang them and paint them. At this point, the way we primed them, we had to do really the edge and one side. Wait till the next day, flip them over because it's epoxy primer, and then do the opposite side. We can't do that when we paint them. We got to paint it all at the same time. So we need the holes to be able to hang those bad boys, right? So here we are moving forward. I'll bring you another quick clip. We'll call this one 37A. I'll bring you a 37B with the side pods on. Won't have the end plates in play, I don't think. Certainly not the final ones. But we'll see how it goes, and we'll bring you a little more as we get it going. Really, I'm telling you, man, I'm really starting to get excited about how this thing looks. It's been here a year. It's going to be hard for me to let it go, but it's time, because we've got a bunch of other projects, and the house, man. Thank you all for the prayer. The house, we got the winning bid on the house, so I guess the Lord's finally found the place He wants us to move to. It's out in the country, away from the riffraff in the neighborhood, away from the noise and what's going on in the world, and it's beautiful. Big old garage, big shop out there too. I can't wait to show you all that. But we're in the 11th hour of that, chasing some insurance, some warranty stuff, just the last minute stuff. I mean, we're really just waiting on getting that stuff done so we can finalize our last couple pieces of paper. Title company's going to call a shot as when we do the closing, but we've already been told it'll be between the 24th and the end of the month, so it's going to get done end of July, and we're really super stoked about that. So thanks again for keeping us in your prayers, and God answers prayer, and it's been a year, and I've been patient. I've been very patient. So let's go ahead and get this stuff together and get it on, and then we'll bring you another quick clip. Thanks for hanging with us, folks. Godspeed. God bless. It'll get better.